What's the best song for it?
Right.
Woo! All right, y'all. So this is my second time up here. The first time I got some pretty good responses afterwards, so I decided to come back just so I can tell you guys this ain't my first rodeo. So I had a couple of ladies come up to me afterwards and they asked if I was nervous. So the Scorpio in me was so confident. I'm like, fuck no. I just got done talking about MILFs, GILFs, and anime sex, you know what I mean? I'm fucking horny right now. You look like Lois Griffin. But I didn't say that, that's what I thought. So I just kindly replied, thank you. But again, I got over 100 views on YouTube for my video. I want to thank you guys. Thank you. It's hard handling fame. Can't wait to sleep with some celebrities. So I thought to myself, who could handle the filth of the guilt right now, you know what I mean? All while serving as a public role model, somebody freaky, and I dug down deep and, I came up with Judge Judy. Oh God, can you know how fucking freaky that bitch is? Oh shit. So the original Karen. I had my first Karen reaction, you guys. Not proud of it. I was on the losing end. She, I'm over hearing one now. I was on the losing end, you guys. Again, I'm not proud of it. Met this lady through a mutual friend. We're drinking, having a good time. And out of nowhere, she asked, she was like, are you from Racine? We're just down the street. And I'm like, yeah, born and raised. And then she gives me this look of disgust, like, oh, poor you. And I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Like, we got the Raiders, you know what I mean? Well, I didn't have any comebacks at the time, but this is what I wish I said, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, that Kringle. So I was on the losing end of a Karen interaction, and, I wish I hadn't been on that losing end. But since we're here, and last time I got to open up to you guys, I want to come clean, I too was an alcoholic. I would come home from work and I would finish the beer with a shot from the night before. It was that disgusting. So then I would crack open another beer just to appreciate, the fresh one. So, you know what I mean? I always finished my beer because, growing up, I was always taught there was thirsty kids in Africa. Or something like that. So, I want to come clear, but you guys want to know what the best thing about overcoming alcoholism? The best thing about overcoming alcoholism, it's not like getting rid of that crave of whiskey you get in the morning. You know what I mean? It's not making sure you get to the store before 9 because that's the last time you can get liquor, right? No, the best thing about overcoming alcoholism is no more whiskey dick. No more gas station boner pills experiments, Let me tell you, there's a lot of duds out there. There's a lot of bad ones. There's some that let me down big time, if you know what I mean. And I remember this one Saturday night, I was out doing ratchet things and things of that nature. I just got done doing a 60-hour work week, right? And things are getting hot and heavy. She was hot, I was heavy. And, the plan was to, pop 2 of them, you know what I mean? This is a special moment. And I just got done doing 60 hours, right? So fuck my back, right? So like I said, I'm thinking like, let me pop 2 of these bad boys, because that's what the math says. And long story short, she sends me off, right? Doesn't come through, doesn't reply. It's okay. It's 4 in the morning, I knock out, right? 8 in the morning, I get a phone call. It's my mom. You know, she's like, hey, don't forget to pick up grandma on the way to church. We gotta be there early. My dumb ass forgot, like on Friday, we were gonna take grandma to church, you know, Sunday, so we party all night Saturday, get sent off, 8 o'clock Monday. You know, 8 o'clock mom calls. She's like, make sure you get there. If grandma's late, she's gonna be mad. I got a mad fucking headache, right? I'm hungover. I'm like, all right, say less. So I jump up. I get lightheaded, and I'm like, holy shit. You know what I mean? We gotta go to church. So, you know, we get there, we pick up grandma, we get there in the nick of time. You know, I walk her in, you know, the band's not even playing yet. The candles aren't even lit, you know what I mean? We just make it. So I go park, I come back in, and you know, grandma's sitting there with her sisters, and so I take the pew behind. And, you know, again, we made it in the nick of time. So the piano gets to going, right? And the band gets to playing, the choir gets to humming, and boom, it gets loud. It gets so fucking loud. I'm talking like, you know, they start praising, so amen. So that the headache that I just smoked away is returning like Jesus on Easter, right? And they get the clapping, so I just put my head down. I'm like, Lord, can you please make this sweet and simple? Because the Packers play at noon and I need my numbers to hit. So anyways, they're clapping, and you know, I look over in the corner of my eye. Recently divorced Miss Jackson is clapping. You know what I mean? And let's just say, you know, them hands weren't the only thing clapping. So, you know, the thing's clapping in the Sunday dress, and boom, them boner pills kick in.
Wait, back
So I'm like, Jesus Christ, I shouldn't have took 2. So I dropped to one knee, you know, 1 per pill. And I just start praying for like an hour, because I got a lot of forgiveness to ask, right? So I pass out, and I'm like, I mess around and fall asleep. The only thing holding me up is my boner. Right? And the only thing that I got rid of it is when they passed me the collection plate. So let me drop this root of all evil money in there. But thing is, I only got a 50, and I need change, you know? So I figured I'd take 2 shots of wine and call it a day. Go, Pack, go, right? So we gotta talk about something serious, you guys. A lot of people can feel the effect of it, won't speak up. But we gotta talk about this before it gets out of control. I'm talking about the price of eggs.
Yeah.
What the fuck, right? If these chickens don't get the fucking... damn. Bring some Mexican chickens over here. We'll get the fuck out here. No, but
fuck you, TJ.
Homemade omelets, you know, I'm actually scared to date again because of the price of omelets. Homemade omelets cost about $65 in the morning after a one-night stand. You know, it's only 3 eggs, a sprinkle of cheese, but you gotta include the cost of Plan B. I like to make sure I watch the cheese melt. Is it just me, you know? I don't know. So, it's hard being a side dude. Anybody else? You know, just me? Okay, but it's hard being a side dude. I remember this one time this girl picked me up, right? She must have been fighting with her boyfriend or whatever, but we were having a good time. And he calls and she puts him on speakerphone, right? And, you know, he jumps on right away. He's like, hey, before you jap out, you know, I got us some Bucks tickets, and we're going tonight, so be ready. I'll come pick you up. So this ruthless bitch said, what time the game start? She said, bet, and hangs up the phone. Shit. Then she hits a U-turn, right? And I'm like, oh, shit, you know. I immediately know she's about to end the day. I mean, it's fucking Giannis in the playoffs. I would too, right? Put my foot in her heels, I'm doing the same thing, you know what I mean? So she hits a U-turn, she's heading back. And I'm thinking like, man, I'm tired of being treated like this. You know what I mean? Like this side dude treatment. You know, I think to myself, I'm like, we need some self-respect around here. You know what I mean? I'm tired of getting treated like this in this fashion. So we pull up to the house and, you know, she kind of unbuttons her seatbelt. And then she gives me that look. And you know that look I'm talking about, right? So I threw all that self-respecting shit out of the passenger window, you know what I mean? Because I'm upside there. Come on, I took one of those pills. You think I was gonna waste that? So you guys want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
All right, let's tell a joke. Let's talk about Tommy and the curse words. All right, Tommy and the curse words. So Tommy was a little bit ahead of his time. He was more creative than some of the other kids. Tommy was actually in first grade because he got kicked out of second grade. He kept cussing and beating up the other kindergartens, right? So Tommy's in first grade. The teachers know that Tommy cusses a lot. So don't really call on Tommy to give you the answers in class because he's gonna cuss. So the teacher's aware of this. So she's like, shit, let's give him a math problem. You know what I mean? How, he can't cuss doing math, right? So she's like, all right, Tommy, if you have 4 cookies and Timmy takes 2, how many cookies do you have? Tommy looks over and says, if Timmy touches my fucking cookies, we're fighting. Tommy! Can't be saying shit like this. So the next lesson is like English, right? And these first graders are learning compound words. Guys familiar with compound words? You better, you're fucking adults. So they're learning compound words, right? And they're starting with the alphabet, and then, you know, they're going with A's. And Tommy got his hand raised. You know, Tommy's thinking, I'm gonna hit him with asshole, you know. But the teacher knows not to call on Tommy. So Tommy's sitting there with his hand raised. He doesn't call on Tommy. Now it gets to the B's, and you know, don't you call on Tommy, because Tommy wants to use bitch ass motherfuckers, you know what I mean, as a compound word. So don't use Tommy for the letter B. Same with C. Tommy wants to use cock blocker. But nobody's gonna call on Tommy, right? So the teachers losing all the kids, they're getting, you know, distracted, and they're down to the letter R, right? So none of the kids are raising their hand, and Tommy's like, you know, not really caring anymore. But she says, you know, Tommy, give me an R word. So Tommy, you know, not giving a fuck at this moment. Tommy's like, rat. With a dick this big. So, needless to say, Tommy got suspended. All right, so that's the Tommy joke. Oh, fuck it, we're done. All right, y'all.
Mero Mero, everybody. Thank you so much, man. That's 2 weeks in a row. All right.